That's biological warfare, my G. That's an escalation of fucking. That's no reason for that. It's just water,
See,
cold water.
this is how you know it's escalated too far. Tony's gonna be over here googling the Geneva Convention to see if it's biological warfare or not.
Bees. Or
Yeah, I guess prank wars can even go too far too.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what's worse to have as a personal or as just a trait as a human being? Being petty or revengeful? That is the question here. What is worse to have? Revengefulness or pettiness? What do you think? Doe, I'll start off with you. What do you think? What do you think is worse to have?
I mean, you're talking about two equally shitty qualities, right? So we're trying to pick out the worst of the two. Um, I would have to say revengeance probably feels like the more volatile of those two. You know what I mean? Like the one that would cause either damage to someone or someone's property, or, you know what I mean? The entire act of that is to get back at somebody, while being petty is not necessarily like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like a act where it being petty normally doesn't kill people or hurt them. You know what I mean? It just kind of annoys them or is like a nuisance to them or something. So I would say the revengeful aspect of something.
What do you think about that?
I'm on board with that same answer, dude. Here's the thing. We've talked about it before. You just cut those people right out of your life. You know what's safer than cutting a person that's going to get some kind of revenge on you out of your life, though? Cutting a petty person out of your life.
It's almost second best.
They're probably
feel so good.
They're probably just going to talk some shit about you. There's going to be some people that are going to become like, okay, come on. This Tony came and he told me this about you the other day. Is this true or not? But I'm not going to be worried that Tony's going to go and like scratch up my car or like leave a glitter bomb in my house or something, right? I don't want to deal with revenge. I don't know the last time I had to deal with someone trying to get revenge on me.
I remember in a moment where Tony got revenge on somebody who got, I think, wasn't it
2006, 2008?
Yeah, they tagged up his car. But you know, like the stuff the stuff you put to sell your car. It was like a white paint thing.
Car paint. That's washable.
Paint. Yeah, that's washable. There you go. So one of the friends of the pod wrote all over his car, but like obscenities, stuff that you can't even say today. Like
it's frowned upon now.
Penises and suggestive titles and stuff like that. And to get him back, Tony went AWOL. Went AWOL. Yeah, he covered his entire car just in all sorts of stuff. Like while the person who got him bad, Tony went like 2 times, 3 times.
I one-upped him, baby.
Yeah.
So Tony, you're closer to the revenge kind of person than the petty person. This was what we're hearing here.
My personal trait, I would say I'm probably more revengeful. But to disagree with you two, and not trying to play devil's advocate, but I would rather deal with somebody that's revengeful than pettiness. Because pettiness is so dragged out, bro. It can be dragged out for weeks, months, even a year. And we all know, out of all of us on this podcast, who's the pettiest motherfucker here? That's Pucho. Pucho also agrees that he is petty when he's had enough of bullshit. Like, he'll wait 4 or 5 weeks, even a month or so, to wait for you to hit him with the shit that you hit him with. You know what I mean? So it's like, pettiness is forever. And I'd rather deal with a revengeful shit because it's just that one time, boom, and we're done. You know what I mean? But that pettiness is just like, I'd rather not deal with the pettiness. I think that's probably the worst trait for me. Because it's like, you know, like, you get me back, I get you back, and it's over. It should be done. But somebody like Pucho, 2, 3, I don't know when he's going to hit me with it.
Is it really over, though? After that person gets revenge on you for whatever you did, aren't you also going to be like, now what do I got to do? I got to one-up this revenge they just got on me. Isn't it just a never-ending cycle of pranks and revenge on each other?
It's a war of escalations.
Now a good old fashioned prank war, I am totally down for. We played this game way back when, and did y'all ever play this one? Do y'all remember this one? It was called Bros Icing Bros.
No.
No.
So you took like those shitty, like those Smirnoff Ice, like tall boys that they had, those like glass bottle tall boy Smirnoff Ice things, and you would hide them somewhere in your like where your buddy would find them. If they found one, the rule was you had to take a knee, you had to chug it on the spot, and you had to take a video or a picture of evidence that you were doing so. So we were hiding these Smirnoff Ices everywhere. The worst too was I forget who it was, but someone hid a Smirnoff Ice in their dog food bag. You know how bad dog food smells in general, and then they had to like reach in there and get the Smirnoff Ice out and then take a knee and chug it like they're on the spot. And then this was in the middle of summer too, so the worst one was hidden under someone's car, and they like taped it like under the car, and it'd been out there for like a week in like 100+ degree weather, just stewing. And then this buddy of ours, he went to go work on his car, and he found the Smirnoff Ice. And we got the picture of him on his knee chugging the Smirnoff Ice.
Yo, y'all are pieces of shit. You know how nasty that shit is just to begin with, let alone hot?
Dude, it was rough, man. Sometimes you just show up to someone's house and they just open up the door and just hand you a Smirnoff Ice. And you're like, fuck, man. You took a knee and you chugged a, lukewarm Smirnoff Ice, and you got instant heartburn and you felt terrible.
But I'd rather deal with that than like what me and I forgot who it was did with the cars. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, imagine, you're going to work in the morning. You go out and there's fucking obscene shit all over your car. You're going to really go to work late to wash that shit off? You're just going to fucking drive it anyways. You know what I mean?
My favorite?
I am Ubering in, or I'm calling out of work that day.
When Tom Green did that to his parents' car, and the woman eating the other woman out on the front of his car. It was like a beautiful painting, but it was just like very pornographic. And his dad takes the bus instead, so he drives the car to the bus stop, tries to pick his dad.
What a
This
ridiculous
is
show!
a Tom
man.
Green appreciation podcast.
Bro, do you don't remember the Jackass shit though, where they were pranking each other, like seriously pranking each other and fucking up hotels and the rental car? Y'all, you remember that shit?
Yeah, dude, and even like the behind the scenes shit. They Bam Margera is terrified of snakes, so they did a fake shoot where they locked him in with a bunch of snakes
and the fucking the horse wagon or some shit, and they threw it. Bro, those are some assholes. If you want to take next level friendship, that's that, bro. Dude was taking his shit in the porta potty. They fucking blew it up and he came out with fucking. That shit is a paint. That shit paints your skin for days. Shit is. I would not want friends like that. That's crazy. The worst.
Revenge is just, it's such a weird concept to me now, man.
Is.
I can't imagine anyone doing any wrong on me and wanting to get like serious revenge. I was taking this as serious revenge. You'd want to do a prank war. Prank wars. I don't even count those as revenge. I count that as just its own completely different thing. But like actual revenge, I just don't have that in me. That feels like it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time, and I just don't have that time to give to someone else.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nowadays you don't get the revengeful. You get more petty shit than anything else. That's what you do.
You get people subtweeting or making those like vague Facebook messages or Facebook posts.
Yep, that's exactly what you get. Those people, and that's easy to deal with. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I would kind of disagree with you guys on that, but still,
I would call that more of petty, in the lines of petty.
Well, he said that he would rather deal with the petty than with the.
Yeah, I would rather deal with the petty, or not deal with the petty, but just with the revengeful people, because you don't get those nowadays. But you don't know. Everybody's somewhat different. I do. You know what's even worse than both of those though? Is the fucking people who ask for the forgiveness. I think those are probably the worst people, because they know they're doing wrong, and then they want to come and ask for, I'm sorry, please, and shit. Like, no, now I'm gonna be petty. Like, no, I'm not giving you the satisfaction of saying okay. Like, I'm not accepting that shit, bro.
If we had this clip just like ready to go, I would insert a clip right here of one of Pucho's many rants about how he fucking hates apologies. Apologies are bullshit. Don't apologize, just be better, blah blah blah, etc.
No,
Pucho told me today, aren't you tired of telling people you're sorry?
Damn.
I'm glad you're dropping some little pucho nuggets on
Yeah.
us.
Not gonna lie. Doughboy is probably one of the few people I know that I've heard say sorry a lot. Like that shit is. I don't even say sorry. Now you know what's crazy is that you don't. If you don't say sorry though, you can start saying I apologize. People get mad at that. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's like it's a
Sometimes.
worse reaction.
Yeah. No.
I
Sometimes.
apologize. I apologize does feel like it's got a different connotation to saying like my bad, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Something about the I apologize just feels like
So dismissive.
like patronizing. Like it's like, nah, I'm just here's a little nugget of fake sympathy or something.
Yeah, like like sometimes when me and Doe gets little arguments, I'm like, I apologize. Doe don't believe half the shit. He doesn't even believe my apology. He doesn't accept it because he's like, no, fuck out of here. That's a lie. You don't feel that way. And then I have to reiterate, no, I'm sincere. I do apologize. I'm sorry. This, and that. And he'd be like, oh, okay. Because it sounds so dismissive. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I apologize, bro. Okay, okay. Yeah, you're not sorry. I need to see your face when you say that shit. But no, yeah, I mean, I wish, like I said, if Pucho was here, he would definitely say, "Yeah, fuck that, pettiness all the way."
I think petty's the way to go, man. I've it's been a very long while, but I have dated some women that have told me like some very wild stories about like getting revenge. There was one woman I dated that admitted to breaking into multiple ex-boyfriends' houses to allegedly take back stuff that belonged to them. But they were so like revenge minded, getting even minded that they had done this to multiple exes where they had broken into their house or gotten access to their apartment or something. That's crazy shit to me, man. I don't have the time. I don't have the inclination inside of me to ever go to any level like that where for the act of revenge. I don't need revenge.
Yeah.
And
I find a lot of that stuff to be baked into. I mean, but I've seen very grown people like family and older people be very petty, very revengeful. And I'm like, nigga, you're 50, 60 years old. Like, when are you gonna give this shit up? But some people don't.
it do be the parents, though, especially like Hispanic parents, are the pettiest. Of even churchgoers are probably the super pettiest people I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life.
For sure.
They'll talk shit about you as you walk up, and then as soon as you get to, oh, Milanda, como tú estás? Da, 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 da. That, like, I was like, bro, you was just talking shit about her and her 17 kids. Like, what? Now y'all best friends? I don't know.
I I will say pettiness is more exhausting than someone just getting revenge though. And that does factor into it a little bit, but pettiness is exhausting, especially with someone you like you said you can't just cut out of your life. Someone that works with you, someone that if you're a church person, someone that goes to your church, your parents, if you got real petty parents, it's a little harder to cut those relationships out and not have to deal with that pettiness. So
Yeah.
maybe those would be better if they were just did revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I would accept that.
But revenge is terrifying. You don't know other people's limits. You don't know if people even have limits on how far they're going to go with their revenge.
That is true. That shit is that's a dangerous turn for real.
Imagine that dude that goes out to his car in the morning and it's all smashed the fuck up. Is that an equal revenge for if that dude was cheating on his partner or something? I don't know if I can agree with that or not.
Yeah, I don't think yeah, fuck that, bro. Like, you fuck up my car, bro. I'm about to go ham on your ass. I'll call the cops. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna risk myself going to jail trying to fuck your shit up. I'll just call the
I mean,
cops. Just keep it moving.
think about it too. We talking about I've seen clothes get bleached, shoes get bleached, shoes get cut up, tossed out. You know what I mean?
I think some of that stuff is funny to watch, but I don't know if if it's actually like an equal like response. And not to mention, man, I don't think that it makes you feel better. I don't think that you actually feel better after you get revenge. Supposedly, like I don't think that it does anything for actually resolving yourself of that situation.
Nah, yeah. I can only imagine, bro. I come home and my PS5s ran over in the bathtub. Oh,
in the bathtub. It's run over and it's also in the bathtub.
Whatever. Either I've seen TikToks where it's like somebody did it as a joke. Like that's not a joke, bro. Like you're fucking up expensive ass electronics. Like a joke is like you fucking maybe write on my face with a Sharpie. That okay? Like I'll deal with that.
Sounds like you don't enjoy dealing with revengeful people.
No, I don't. That's why I said I wouldn't want. I mean, okay, damn. I see what you did there. So I'd rather deal with the revengefulness as long as it's not something that's like expensive.
Of course, we all
Right?
would love, as long as it's the $10
Just $10 items,
that I
though.
own. Cut up all my socks. How about that? Cut up, you know what I mean?
That's even worse. You get no
throw-
socks. So then, all right. So then, what's the limit? Do you think like revenge never ends? Then at that point, how you're saying it, like if I feel like I got slighted on a little bit more, I'm gonna do the revenge now. So just be a fucking stack of revenge.
I'm not built for that.
You're gonna say you're sorry.
I'm not built for that, but I would think of some very vile things to do. Like a lot of it has to do with feces.
Oh man,
But yeah,
that's an
piss.
escalation in any
Yeah.
revenge.
Nah,
like
The level of escalations is another beautiful topic. Like when do you know not to do an escalation?
the second that you're Googling if something is illegal to do, you should not do whatever you're thinking of doing.
Yeah.
Could I go to jail for this? Yeah, that's when you know it's bad.
or maybe you should be checking if things are illegal or not, because some people will probably do something stupid.
You know what? I think on our next meetup or whatever in person, I might start a little prank war. I might just say fuck it. I'm gonna bring a GoPro with me. Why do you feel so attacked? Like don't automatically think I'm gonna attack him.
Because I'm gonna be the first. I
You're
guarantee
definitely
it.
going to be the first target.
Yeah.
He's
I'm definitely gonna be the first target.
Let's make rules now. Don't shave my beard or my eyebrows. We're good there. I'm fine with that. Anything on that sort of nature to escalation, I might slap you because that's
you can
for
only
to-
shave. You can only shave one eyebrow, not both of them.
wow. But nah, yeah, man. Fucking. I mean, honestly, like escalations is a dangerous game because you never know where or when to stop. You know what I mean? Like that's a problem. And you never know who. Like I know Doe. If Doe's sleeping and I pour fucking cold water on him, he'll be mad at that moment, but he'll be over it. Or he'll wait for me to fall asleep and probably fuck me up with some shit. I don't know. But you know, you do need to you need to understand the level where it's too much is too much, you know?
I think there's going to be a 6-hour cooldown. You pour water on Doughy, he's going to be pissed at you for about 6 hours at the minimum. And I think that's 6 hours of being awake too. I don't think that's 6 hours of like he goes back to sleep or anything. I think that starts the second he wakes up.
No, be ready to smell my taint when you brush your teeth.
Nah, see, that's an escalation. That is
Oh.
a problem. No, what do you mean? Oh, that's a fucking problem. What's wrong with this guy? He sticks my toothbrush up his ass. Like
that gooch tear, it's still there. It's still open and it bleeds sometimes.
that is beast. That's biological warfare, my G. That's an escalation of fucking. There's no reason for that. It's just water.
There's
See,
no
this-
reason.
water.
This is how
There's
you
no
this is how you
reason.
know it's escalated too far. Tony's going to be over here Googling the Geneva Convention to see if it's biological warfare or not.
That's beast. Or
Yeah, I guess prank wars can even go too far too.
Like words can 100% go too
Yeah, prank wars could definitely go too far.
it definitely could.
Yeah.
Or I just switch out fucking good chocolate for laxatives, and then you just eat it, and
Oh,
then now
that's
you're
terrible.
fucked for the whole. Yeah. That's
Good thing
What do
I don't
you-
eat chocolate. And then you would be you trying to really offer me this chocolate every chance you get.
here. They would look so suspicious. You'd be like, "You never offer me shit, but you're offering me something I don't eat. Fuck out of here! I ain't eating that shit."
This is
See,
how you
this,
could.
This is the problem too. There's going to be collateral damage in this. Tony's going to leave this chocolate out. Someone else is going to end up eating it. It's going to be all the kids. It's just going to be all the kids that are there at the recording.
I would not. I would not. admit to any of that shit. I'm just letting you know right now.
Terrible.
I'm gonna be like, yo, you need to give that kid mad water and probably take him to the hospital. Why, Tony? Throwing up and shitting on himself? Like, I don't know. I don't know nothing.
It's
But yeah.
terrible.
There's always casualties in pranks, bro. It is what it is. But whatever.